Hey everybody, welcome to the Throwback Thursday 2025 edition. I'm back with Jordan.
Right.
It's 2025 and we're playing a game from 2000. Actually, this is 2001?
Probably before that, actually.
No, because the annual is 2002.
Yeah,
It might be 99.
I feel like I was in high school in 2000.
Could be. I'm looking.
I had ships for this game before high school.
Trademark of... Well, there was a website, so it can't be that long ago. Oh my god, why is there no year here? 99. Yeah, 99. Pre-millennial.
Yep.
It's interesting that this came out the same year as Mordheim then?
They just went hog wild that year.
That's crazy.
A lot of
they
stuff
did
came out
this
that
and
year.
40K. Yeah, well, and ironically, this was a game that was also published in
And they were doing They were pushing War Master at the same time.
War Master came out afterwards. War Master is 2000 because War Master came out just
yeah.
after 6th edition, or maybe before 6th edition. Because I think they did like a 40K year and a fantasy year. Anyway, 99 BFG.
12 when they did War Master.
I love that this rulebook is in landscape.
Oh yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
It's super weird, but also I kind of love it.
I kind of love
it. Like it's really annoying to store, but it's really kind of cool for reading.
It's. I think the reason they did it this way is because old military tech books about ships were done this way, because that way you could have the profile of the ship lengthwise.
Yeah.
And a big part of this is having those profiles lengthwise.
Yeah.
And so this is one of those games where if you've never seen BFG before, and hi everybody, if you don't know anything about this channel, this is the Throwback Thursday channel on GMG, and that means we play retro, vintage, and out of production games on this channel. And we are playing 1990s Warhammer 40,000 spaceship combat game.
Space!
Possibly one of the greatest star sets they ever made, too. It was very complete. It had wonderful multi-part cruisers in it that you could configure in a whole bunch of different ways.
Like you could just make up on the fly if you wanted to just go kip ash crazy and be like,
easy to
making
build
up a new cruiser class today.
That's it. And you could also build your miniatures in about maybe half an hour.
Yeah, they're dope.
And be playing, right?
It was like
there's maybe 7 pieces and then all the gun
half, guns, and
then like little
prow
details.
weapon, and then like no one put the antennas on. They just broke off.
I did.
I mean, I put them on.
I used to.
But
What I
then
did
they
was,
snapped off.
I put the base on, and then I would drill them out, and I would use paper clip so that mine wouldn't break.
Oh, well, that's clever.
Right.
See,
So and I also had some where like I had tons of like bottom paper clip too, so it looked like they had like sensor probes like all around them. I really got into Gothic back in the day and had like because there was a Gothic. It was before I worked for Workshop, so there was like a painting contest in one of the Games Workshop stores, and I like converted my ships up all nice. I went hard for BFG.
We actually in my local gaming group, we literally just finished a BFG campaign.
You did, yeah, and that's why I invited you. I was like, you just played some,
yeah. My buddy did an actual little. He did like the old school out of the rule book.
Yeah, the terrain
kit bash
stuff.
junk out space station made out of like cardboard and random pieces. It looks great.
That's so cool. And I think that this is one of those games that if you were really into Warhammer 40,000, this is 3rd edition Warhammer 40K era. It blended really well for playing campaigns with the other game at the time, which is the 6 mil game called Epic Armageddon. It was called Epic 40,000 at the time. And this game, and I actually played a campaign where we did the system invasion in Gothic. We did the landings in Epic.
We always wanted to.
And then we played like the 40K games, and our armies all matched. So we had our armies in different scales.
Super cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And this was like the time when that was kind of that was the most celebrated way of playing Warhammer 40,000 was these like narrative style, different weirdo.
We tried to get there too. We were all about the Armageddon back in the day.
Yeah, and that was the aspiration.
Legion a little bit.
Yeah, and the studio made ways for you to do that by having these different levels and scales of game. So even at the time, you had about a year later, you had War Master, Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and Mordheim in the 3 different scales, sort of the same way, right? Because it wasn't going to be a spaceship game. But we had Man of War, I guess, technically.
Yeah, that's true.
Which predated if you wanted to have ship combat as well. And so we're going to play a big game today. There's a bajillion of these games on the GMG main channel that are buried in the 4,000 something videos that are on there. So like you can watch older games too. But the plan is we're going to play this pretty semi-regularly. It's going to go up weekly on Thursdays, alongside of the other GMG games that are being re-aired. So like we're doing right now Warhammer Quest, and I'm trying to side by side a science fiction game with a fantasy game. So every time I do a fantasy game on a Thursday, I'm doing a science fiction game too. And I'll probably do one that's new alongside one that's old. So right now I'm doing sci-fi classic games for 40K and other stuff too. I want to bring back Dark Age. I want to bring back a bunch of other like out of production and retro games too for you guys to check out, because otherwise no one ever sees them again and the algorithm doesn't know what to do with me. So this is the vintage to the robot. This is the vintage game channel. This is the retro game channel. I know that this doesn't make sense in the terms of like 8-bit video games, but this is retro gaming. We had to write army lists on yellow legal pads. Look at this. Look at this. There's no app for this game.
Yeah, no, mine was on an envelope at home.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll show you the table, we'll show you the fleets, and we'll get this underway. Jordan's 1,500 points of Imperials. So this is the Gothic sector fleet. We have your
We've got the
Grand Marshal. Yeah.
Battleship Apocalypse class. It's got
Nice.
a whole bunch of lances, all lances down the sides.
Yep.
Dorsal weapons battery up to 60 centimeters. Proud Nova Cannon, because Nova Cannons are great.
They sure are.
And then we have our battle cruiser. This next tier down is the Vox Imperialis. It's a carrier. It's got can't carry assault boats because Imperials get shafted on that.
Well, it's because their little human arms can't fight good.
Starboard, port and starboard weapon batteries up to 45. Dorsal lance, another Nova Cannon. And I paid for the upgrade on the targeting matrix, so it's a little more accurate.
Sweet.
And then we got 2 Gothic class cruisers because I love lances. The Adamant and the Vicious Castigation here and here. And my last cruiser is I always get them mixed up.
The all guns
long guns is a Tyrant.
Yeah.
And I paid for the upgraded guns on that also, so they're all long guns. And that's the Knight of Sidonia.
Knights of Sidonia, that's a Muse song. So it's
Corvus Squadron.
the Corvus, nice. And so that is 1,500 points. Have you bought any upgrades for your battleship? Like, do you have
I have
a fleet marshal
admiral,
or an admiral? Yeah.
The 100-point Admiral, it's the Leadership 9,
Sick.
1 reroll. And then I was 5 points short for another one.
Perfect. All right, and here is my 1,500 points of chaos. So we're led by a Desolator class battleship. I have taken no characters, no upgrades whatsoever. So this is just a big old lance battery. It's got starboard lances, port lances, dorsal weapon batteries, everything at 60 centimeters, and then 9 proud torpedoes. The remainder of my fleet, we have 2 Slaughters back here. These are my favorite long-range guns, 60 and 45 centimeter batteries and lances. They're fast, they're maneuverable, and then a pair of Styx heavy cruisers. These are my carriers. 290 points each, but they drop 3 and 3 of everything. Assault boats, fighters, bombers, whatever you want. That's it. And then I got some escorts, and the escort squadrons over here. We've got a unit of idolators, which is my lance boats, and then some infidels, which are my torpedo boats. Unique things about this game is it's very driven by leadership for you to do special orders. So I need to roll for all of these and see what they are. And I'm not great on leadership. 1 and 6 are bad. So a 1 is a 7, a 6 is a 9, however. 2 to 3 is going to be an 8. 2 to 3 is going to be a 7. And then 4 to 5 is going to be an 8 for leadership. So first, my Grand Cruiser is probably leadership 6. Nah, he's leadership 9. Then my first murder is going to be leadership 7. The second, the second carnage rather, is going to be leadership 7. They don't have to reload, so I'm not super worried about that. And then the Styxes, the first one, leadership 7 as well. The second one, leadership 8. The 2 escort squadrons, my idolators, bad. My infidels, good.
Yep, automatically is 9.
Yeah, but you still have to roll because if your bridge gets smashed, it's your original leadership you modify down to.
4.
So it's going to be 4, which is going to be a 8, which is nice. So if you get bridge smash, you go to a 5 instead of a something lower.
All right, the battle cruiser, the Vox Imperialis. Yep.
6, no!
That's my carrier.
All right.
All right.
You could reassign your admiral if you want to.
That's all right. The guns cruiser.
Also 6? Uh-oh.
Yep.
Not locking on today.
This is the way we do it. Gothic number 1, Gray Gothic. Yep.
What is happening? Get a new die. Get a new die. Get rid of that dice.
Blue Gothic.
It's going to be a 7.
7.
Oh my God. Escorts who are always a 9.
Escorts. Yep.
Yeah, they're a 9.
Called that baby.
No movie magic here. So these jerks are leadership 9 because they're the salty dogs. All of these cruisers are on rookie pilots, and apparently Denzel is taking over training day on the big boy. All right, so we are dicing off for deployment zones, and we can pick any table side when we deploy. And we have 10 centimeter deployments. We can play lengthwise, whatever. We're playing Cruiser Clash, which means you get the full victory point value of any ship you kill. If you cripple a ship, which means you get it below half of its starting hull points, you get half of its value. And if it disengages, you get 25% of its value, unless it was already crippled. It is 10%, you're right. Yeah, 10% of its value, unless it's already crippled, in which case you get the crippled value. So that's going to be our dice off now. And we're playing Cruiser Clash. I got a 5, you get a 5, roll again. You choose a side.
Wasting my 6s.
And then we get 10 centimeter deployments to start this.
They're pretty equivalent.
It's a space game. All right, so we've got one of my sticks over here, and then my idolators, which is my lance boats. My first slaughter, hanging out with the Desolator class battleship. The other sticks, the other slaughter, and then my infidels on the flank. Across from me, we have Gothic number 1, Gothic number 2, the Tyrant, big old brick of swords, and then the Apocalypse class battleship, hanging out with it's a Mars, yeah, okay, your Mars class heavy cruiser. Right. Roll for first turn, deployment being done. Let's see what we got.
4.
It's you, sir. So the Imperials are moving first.
Okay.
The first part of Gothic is everything moves for you new people
I guess
watching.
First would be orders. If I'm going to do any special orders.
You will declare your orders as you pick a ship to move. Not lock it on, so just gonna move ahead. So what's the movement on that Apocalypse? 20?
15.
15, he's heavy. Big and heavy.
There, and then we're cranking it.
145-degree turn. Yeah.
But
because you want me to cross your T.
And we got next ship is going to be this Mars. Going straight. These guys are going to go
coming forward with the Tyrant.
Straight.
No orders for him either. And turn 45, yep. So you'll notice that he has turning pieces on his bases here. So you can just put his tape measure over the base to the new line and then align them to the tape measure. So moving forward his 20.
20 directly forward.
And you get a turn per 10 centimeters you move.
Yeah. So we're going, we could have done it earlier, but we're just cranking at the end. So we got straight here. We just turn that. So we got the white forward.
He's good. All right, so that is moving phase, shooting phase. You're probably out of range with. Oh no, so you got your swords. That's right.
My bad.
They go 30.
They only go 25.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
What's the ones that go 30 in the Imperial list? Maybe I'm thinking of the
Cobras, maybe, but I don't.
I think I'm thinking of some of the Armageddon fleet list stuff where there was some crazy dudes, and also some of the Space Marine ones, which are analogs.
That's probably what you're thinking of, is the Space Marine versions, because they're
the
all
Gladiuses and the
5 centimeters faster and the Space Marine crews.
And with slightly better armor because they got Space Marines. So now it's shooting. I think you got 60 centimeters, but it's only 2 feet on the big boy.
Yeah, they're not doing anything.
So nobody's shooting over here unless you want to fire a Nova Cannon.
Nope, we are going to Nova it up though. So we'll start with a Mars Nova Cannon, and we're going to target. Do I want to go for the battleship or start picking carriers?
So it shoots 120 centimeters, which is 4 of these blue sticks, or the simple way of looking at it is that it shoots, 6 feet.
Yeah. For your battleship, though?
Sure, so it's in front 45, so you can. So that places this template over top, and then it's going to scatter D6.
Range, we are at 103, so that's 4 dice scatter.
Yep.
That's a lot of scatter.
But if you roll hit, it just lands on top. So you got a 1 in 5 chance that it's just going to blast this guy's base.
Smoke him.
Nope. It does. Bang. So it's D6 hits. Yeah. D6 hits to my shields. 6. 4 shields, actually. So the first 4 are impacted by the shield, which means you got to place 4 blast markers. Roll for critical hits.
2 criticals.
And there's 2 damage that went through. That's right. Yep. Nothing. So no crits. So 4 blast markers go there. And I'm 2 hull down of my 12, so 10 left. I think it's just these guys. Yeah.
So let's just try and
it's just the idolators you can try and hit.
These dudes.
And put it in the middle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right in the middle, dude.
So you're also through this thing, so you actually can't see side to side of it.
Oh.
So I don't think you actually have a target. Well, I've survived the bombardment, although I took the worst possible hit to my Desolator, which isn't great, but I've survived.
It's still tough.
So turn 1, now over to Chaos. We didn't take any critical hits, which is nice. And we're ordering our movement phase. Oh, so do you want to launch the Ordnance? It's the Ordnance phase.
Oh.
You do have a carrier.
Yeah.
Gonna sit on them?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they move faster than you do, so.
Yeah, I might.
And then they get to move in the Ordnance phase.
I'm a big fan of keeping them for interceptors, and I don't know where yours are going to go yet.
That's fair.
And
so my escorts get to turn before they make their moves, which is nice. Because they're very maneuverable, and they move 30. So heading to here, and then we're just going to use our free turns to sit on the other side of this ship. I get to move 25 with this sticks, so he's just going to move right to the edge of this and then pivot. We are going to take a 10 centimeter move with our first slaughter. We're going to pivot 45, and then we're going to move another 15. And we're not going to quite go 45. We're going to go 15 to there. Desolator, much the same thing. He's going to lose 5 centimeters of movement for going through his blast total. So he's only going to go a total of 20 when this is all said and done, but he'll move up his 10, and he'll pivot, and then he'll move another 10 because he's got to shunt away all this damage. Basically, you lose speed for moving through blast markers because you have, oh sorry, and they stay there. But I'll lose D6 at the end of the turn, these will probably go away. Much the same, moving up 10 with this sticks, pivoting, and I can move another 15. Same with this slaughter, moving up 10, pivoting, and then moving 15. And I'm going to all ahead full with these little torpedo boats. Leadership test
Special orders.
on their 8, which they pass, so they get to get an all ahead full, and they add 4d6 to their movement.
Cranking it.
So going quickly, speedy fast. So 30 plus another 11, so 41. And no turns. So 41 is going to put them across the board up here. Pew. This sticks is going to drop a fighter and 2 bombers at the front edge of its base. B and a G. Much the same over here. A fighter and 2 bombers from the sticks. So this is going to be a grand total of 2 stands of fighters and 2 stands of bombers represented on each of these. You stack in this game, this is the profile of that. All right, and then we're going to start shooting the rest of our guns. You're going to brace. This slaughter shooting you at 60. You pass, because they were at 9, yeah. You got 10 batteries at escorts closing over 45. 10 against escorts closing. So escorts closing, and then I got a bad shift, 5 down to 4 because you're over 45. Nice, I believe your armor 4 on these guys? 5 because you're armored proud.
Swords are dope.
5s. 1
shield.
Let's take a shield. I'm not going to be in range with either of these, I don't think, because 60 is probably too far away, but I am going to do the Desolator into the swords as well. First is dorsal weapon battery, which is going to be 6. Again, escorts closing, goes to 3, goes to 2 because you're a bad shift away. So 2 on 5s. Got 2.
Jeez. Okay.
So I kill one
of them.
Yep.
Braced.
Yep. And then the second one.
Is I guess a brace again?
Yep, because it's still 3 of shields. No.
Yes.
So he's going to go. And then 4 lances, which is quite a few. So just 4 on 4s. 1, 2, 3. So a shield goes down and you brace.
Yes. Shield. Come on, buddy.
Nope.
Down.
And then another
one
shield.
more shield.
Then he's dropping 9 torpedoes in this front 45 right there. Angle him like that. Just from damage removal point of view, it would have started on this side. He's got a 60 centimeter lance. So that looks like all my shooting. So we get to move Ordnance. I will drop 6 torpedoes. Oh no, I'll head full, so I can't shoot. Nobody else has torpedoes, I don't think. So I think that's it. So yeah, we're going to start moving. So it's 20 centimeter movement because I have bombers over here with these guys. And we're going to go just up this way. Be like, bye. The torpedoes just fly ahead 30 because they don't have any guidance because they're not Tau torpedoes. These little guys are going to go 20 and hide behind this asteroid belt and be like, bye. And then I remove D6 blast markers. I move all these. Shoot 1 more because it's not in contact with the ship.
They can't go yet.
Oh, because of this turn. That's right. Yeah, yeah. All right, turn 1 complete. Turn 2 Imperials. We've lost some escorts. We've got some ordnance closing. But you still have a big chunk out of my battleship.
Turn of good shooting, basically. All right, so you're going to crawl forward like 10.
So the first, this is the Mars.
Mars.
Battle cruiser moving up.
Minimum speed. Brace, so they can't get any special orders.
Nope, and they're going to lose down to 20 because they're moving through blast markers.
That's fine. That's no problem.
Now, the ones they don't start in contact with, they will have to see if they take a hit from on a 6, which means they could lose, but they have their shields. Yeah, they should be fine, yeah. It's only if your shields are down. I'm thinking Ordnance, actually. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah, Ordnance does
shields on
not
the
like
6.
going
That's
through.
right. Going through blast
And
markers.
Tau ships can't go through.
That's right, because they don't have shields.
All right, these dudes.
The Tyrant of Badab.
10. Crank it. 45. 10. Get away this stupid torpedo.
You'll probably miss it.
And we're going this guy. He's going up 20.
Take a free turn if you want.
Turn.
Yep.
Do I want to? Yeah, I may as well. Yeah, we're good there, though. I mean,
On the last of the Gothics. And where's the Apocalypse going to go?
all right, we got to turn and do something here. Can't shoot through the planet. All right, we're going 10. Crank it.
Pivot, yep.
And then 5 more. And that's fine, I guess.
Guns o'clock.
Shooting. Let's start with this dude. I love him.
Okay.
It's fun. Let's go. Nova Cannon.
Sure.
Same target.
And the Desolator? Yeah. He doesn't like this. All right,
This
so.
time we are at 70-something centimeters.
Okay.
Which I forget where the range is.
30 to 60, I believe.
Was it 3d6?
3d6, I think, yeah.
Is like over.
So short range is 30 to
Yeah,
60,
30 to 60,
and that's where it's
60 to
2d6,
100, yeah.
and then 60 to 100 is 3d6, yeah.
Yeah. So 3 dice.
It's every 30 centimeters, basically. You're going to add a dice. So it's going to go
huge
11.
shatter. 12 centimeters into the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
land.
it's about 4 inches to the
Right
left.
there. Yeah, that's a good-
It's a blast.
One of those. That'll get in your way.
Yeah, it might drop a shield if I move into it.
We can see you now.
The Apocalypse can definitely see me, yep. You do add an extra dice, I believe, shooting through blast markers,
I don't know.
because it's like a shift. No shifts, you're just going to 3d6.
3 dice. Where'd the scatter go? Get him! No,
Back
that's
lots,
another huge
so it's like
one.
back here. That's another 14.
14.
Are we there?
Like that.
Yep, right there. Yeah, the really good first one.
Off
Yeah.
the top. We're probably not getting another hit today.
Well, you're ranged in where I was.
Yeah, it's true. Imperial.
Yeah, so if you got any 45s.
Oh, you know, come back. Sorry, I gotta come back to this dude. He has lances that are at 60.
Okay,
So we're gonna
he's
check his
in-
lances.
You fired the Nova Can. Can you fire anything else?
We're
Out
out
of
of
range.
range anyways.
Yeah, so it didn't matter.
Out of range.
Looking for 45s. Yeah, so range for him, for the Tyrant.
We are donezo.
All right. Ordnance gets to move.
I'm going.
So a double stack of fighters.
Yeah,
On top of each other, yeah.
Do it this way. And this way. To here. And 30. That's my back to here.
There you go, alert.
Am I measuring? The front should be
The front of your token, yeah. You place the token.
measures
and then
from
you
like
measure
as
from
if
the
I
front.
ran out of here directly, or I place them and then I measure from the token.
You measure from the token.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my
That's why you place them, and then
That's
in the Ordnance phase they
my
move.
back is there.
Yeah, you got it, yeah. And then I move mine. So these are going to go...
Just because this is actually going to be relevant
Yep.
where I end up. That's 30, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine, because I'm going to fly through
I
these
just
now.
realized I was
And they
looking
get
at the 1
intercepted,
foot line. And
So these go away, because you get
does it knock
intercepted.
out both?
Knocks out one.
Yeah.
But you get all the torpedoes. And then these get to go 20 to here. And these get to go 20 straight ahead. Oops. To here. All right, new turn. So Ordnance phase over.
My brace is over.
That brace is now finished. Yeah, and we're gonna start moving. So I'm gonna start with.
And blast mark removal.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, one.
That's really,
It would be one of those 5. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm just like, that one, I guess.
Okay. All right then. Let's do some killing. So we're gonna start with Team Idolator. They're gonna lock on. I think they do. Ones were 7s. They don't lock on. They just move normally. They're gonna go 30. Go ripping forward.
I forgot you can actually move over planets.
Yeah, they just block line of sight. They're almost
That's what it
not
was. It
there.
was just like we got kind of used to them. That like the idea that you couldn't go over them for some reason. It was like,
Right.
oh, wait, you can totally just go over it.
Yeah. Sticks reloading. No. He's gonna come forward as well. He's gonna go as 25. He's gonna go 10. Whoop. He's gonna pivot. And he's going to go 15. And this way. Locking on with the slaughter. I sure do. And he's just going to move up 10. A little bit more, actually. Desolator locking on. Sure does. And he's going to move his 20 up to here. Sticks reloading. He does. Tremendous. He's only going to move 20 because he's going to have to shunt away those
stuff.
Yep, those, whatchamacallits, the Boston Blips. And then we're going to lock on with this slaughter as well. He does. Oh. And he's going to go 25.
You're going to get the shit kicked out of him.
And we're going to rip over here 30. And use our free turn towards the planet. All right, well, it's time to make the Iggy. Let's start with this slaughter into these swords. Race up, okay. So we have 14 batteries now. Are we in 30?
10.
We are in 30.
We failed on an 11. Amazing job, boys.
All right, so we have 14 into escorts closing within 30. Going to be many dice. So escorts closing is 7 dice. Fives we're re-rolling because we have our lock on. Oh. Apparently I didn't need it. Oh my God, why did I even lock on?
No, they are.
How about just 7 hits? Yeah, well, and you didn't lock on. Yeah, so that's exactly enough to kill you. Actually, I didn't even need the re-roll. That was insane. All right, so the Desolator's gonna go. We're gonna drop lances into this Gothic. Batteries first. It has 6 batteries into a capital ship closing, but we're not within 30. It's the Desolator now. So 6 into a capital ship closing, but a bad shift because we're over 30. So 6 capital ship closing is gonna be 4, but down to 3 because you're out of the way. But I need 6 this year because you're a bad Imperial ship. I get to re-roll because of the stuff. All right, so
really
I get both shields.
There for a second.
Both shields go down. And it's 4 lances. Does this guy want to try and brace?
Yeah, now I do.
Okay, because the lances are through.
Are you the better one? Yeah, you are. Awesome. So checking on 8.
He's good. He's braced. And it's 4 lances. And locked on. 3 hits, so 3 braces. 1. So do any critical hits occur? No. All right. You are reloaded, but you can't drop your ordnance yet because these guys are still on the table. You're gonna try and fire, I think. Just the lance. I don't think anything can see the weapons battery. No, so I can't see these 2 ships, but I could see him. I think he's outside of 60 though, because this is 45. Yeah, he's not quite in range. So no range to him. There's 2 lances, they're dorsal, so into him. On force, not locked on, nothing. But then another slaughter, carnage rather. So he's dorsal. I don't think you're closing this time, I think you're a beam. Oh no, you are closing, never mind. Okay, so 14, closing again. You could have placed these to make it so that it was 3 blasts at least, so I'm gonna get the bad shift. So we bad shift, but it is 14 dice again, because everything's in range. So 14, capital ship closing, 7 down to 5. That goes 10, 7, 5 with the 3 shifts. 6s.
Come on, Imperial armor.
Rerolling for locked on.
Come on, Imperial armor.
Nothing. I got 1. So right. 1, no, you had brace.
That's true.
Brace
that
it.
Is okay. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy.
No. Oh. Is it a crit? It is. Oh. What do we do? 5. That is prow armament damaged. You do not have a prow armament. Yeah. Torpedoes, and you're 1 hit from crippled.
All right. Over?
No. Oh no. Oh, Lord, no.
Oh, no. The ordnance needs to move.
No, not even that. I gotta drop some torpedoes over here and fire some weapon batteries. So I'm only within 30, so I don't think I have my weapon battery range. I want to fire this further guy.
Right.
Because I just wanted to see if I could get his last point, but I can't. So we're just gonna drop our 6 torpedoes. Like that. I think they're all done. This guy probably has line of fire to this guy over here. We're not quite in range with the lances on this guy, which means no shots from him. And then we're gonna try and drop some lances over here in 30, which only 1 of our ships is in range. I do have 1 weapon battery. Well, it's technically 2 weapon batteries, goes to 1 because you're a capital ship. Boo. Inside, so yeah, that's a hit. So shield goes down. And then the Lance on a 4. No. Ordnance a clocking. So these guys fly in. We'll avoid the blasts. I'll suppress one of your turrets with my fighters. Sorry, I don't actually suppress turrets with those guys. My bad. So you get to make your -2 to my D6 rolls for my attacks here. So I roll the attacks.
I gotta see if I knock you out first too.
And each one's -2.
How many? I got 2
There's 3 stands.
So
You
I have
got
2 turrets. Doesn't matter. I have 2 turrets.
yeah. There's 2 stands of fighters and 4 stands of bombers.
So I take out a stand
of fighters. I get to roll 46, but each of these dice is -2. So I'm gonna get 4, 8. This is 0 and then 11. 11 attacks on 5s into this guy.
That's gonna not be nice.
It's a bad mammoth jammer. So 5 hits, so you're crippled.
Jesus.
And then I gotta roll to see if I get any criticals on that. I get 1, and it is a 4, which in this case is, I think,
probably my dorsal weapon.
Port. Left side guns are gone, which is the guns facing B.
Launch bay too.
Right. These guys then go over here. So same thing. Attack me. Crippled.
1 stand.
Kill a fighter. And then, again, -2 to all of these attacks. Not as good as last time. I get 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 attacks on 5. Just got to get 1 to cripple you. I got 2. So 2 go through. And none are crits.
Air patrol, Jordan. Put the fighters on close air patrol.
And then in come the torpedoes. I got 6 torpedoes here, so you get to roll your 2 turrets.
1.
So 1, so 5 come through, but they're hitting on 6s because your front armor's crazy. 1 hit, and is it a crit? No. And they pass through. I don't think they quite make it to him though. No, not quite. So they're gonna get to there, and there's 4 remaining. You get to move your fighters now.
Position like.
So if you wanted to go clear those torpedoes with that fighter stand, you can.
There's no point. They're just gonna hit the moon anyways.
Okay. Nothing bad happens, right? You just go kill the stand. If you're recalling them, it's the same thing.
Right. Yeah. And these dudes, they have nothing valuable to do.
Well, you're only pumping out 2 now, right? Because you've only got 2 launch bays left.
Yeah, I know. Well,
so you either leave them or you recall them, and that way
I want bombers.
You want bombers, exactly. Yeah. Get on with the apocalypse. You sure do.
Good.
So he's gonna be locked on this turn.
And then we're gonna move.
Well, this is gone because that was the little dudes. D6 blast markers come off again.
Sorry.
3. So 1, 2, and then I guess 3.
Okay, so we're going 10. Gets me to there.
And comes the apocalypse.
So, and I can see stuff. I can see all kinds of stuff. Great. Oh, you have your guns on the wrong side right now. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I like when the story meets the narrative, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm shooting you on the right side, and it actually that's what the critical was, too. Like, your base went down. Hit the energy cabling or something.
We're going to need that Nova real bad, so that's as far as we're going.
Remember, you can also try and disengage. He is crippled. He's going to try and disengage instead.
I mean, like, whatever.
Because we're going to keep playing after this, right? Yeah. So if we want to refit, he needs to disappear.
Then again, well, he's not going to get anyways. He's already crippled.
That's true.
And he's already leadership 6.
Yeah, but then I can't destroy him. You'll disengage on a 9.
Yeah, that's true. That's renown you won't get.
And I don't think I actually don't get the crippled amount of VPs. If you disengage successfully, I think I only get the 10%. And he's worth a ton because he's a battle cruiser.
He's very expensive. So on a 9.
Because you're +3 for this being a range. Yep. So
warp jump.
He doesn't even warp jump. He just he pretends he's wreckage and turns off all of his power and hopes the chaos guys don't notice
silent.
Yeah. That's the thing about this game. Very often you don't want to fight to the death because you're trying to preserve points.
That's weak. He's messed up. He's gonna move.
Now you're -1. I think it's -1 for every enemy ship within 15, but I'm not within 15. Yeah. But you're +15 just for being next to the ship, plus you're for being next to the ship.
Oh, and the
4, 5 for the 2 blast markers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're gonna be +5 to this roll.
He's good. So he's on a 10.
Yeah. Bye. No, you're an 11 because you are leadership 6 + 5.
6. I'm crippled though.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he just stays.
Oh, he's not crippled. No, he is.
I crippled him at the end. Yeah, I crippled at the end. With the fighters and bombers.
Great.
The Gothic doesn't quite get away. He can still shoot and stuff, but he is crippled. Yeah. So it's just absolutely not. That's not a moon. That's a Gothic class cruiser.
We saw you.
Yeah, we saw what's happening here.
Crap out of you.
Yeah. Wow, they're all locked onto him too.
Not a full
Tyrant's gonna turn.
We'll do that.
This is the one. If you want to cross my T, you're gonna kill my infidels.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah, they're not great at surviving.
Turn. 10. Earn your name, buddy.
The clock.
Okay, let's have fun with Lock on Town. So this dude takes an engine critical hit, because that's what happens. But his lances get bumped out to
60?
60 centimeters.
Yeah, baby.
And also, I have so many hit points, I'll probably just fix it at the end of the turn. So, we're going to pick this battleship to try and fuck his day up, hopefully.
Who else did I critical? Because you should have made a repair roll at the end of the turn for somebody else too, right? Who else has a critical on them? Is it this guy? I think it's him.
Oh, him. That's right.
End of the turn. I think both, yeah.
Oh.
Rolling his too. So you have three to roll with here. Try and get rid of that crit. Nope. He could have actually tried to repair his things too, but I'm pretty sure that Mars wanted to leave.
Still the better call.
Yeah.
He would not.
I'm like 300 points of I need to get the hell out of here. Yeah, I'd rather give you 30 points than the 150 I was currently giving
them
him.
before he dies. And
as they jump behind him and then lance him in the rear. Yep. And your gambit here is try and hurt one of these battleships or one of the Styxes, because the Styxes are worth the same amount too.
Over here, though.
Okay.
This dude,
Gothic. Yep.
4 lances at these jerks.
You're not going to battery me first. Try and get my.
No,
he has no batteries. That's
all
right.
Lances. Yeah. All lances,
right.
all the time.
I'm gonna. Do I want to brace? I'll brace. I sure don't.
Get him. Or don't.
One.
That's cool.
Get a shield. I think you're 45 from this slaughter probably.
Yeah,
because the stick is 45.
He's only got 30 lances because we're.
So stick to stick.
Lances. No, we're short.
Yeah.
Dude, who sucks?
He's braced and crippled, so he's halved and halved again.
One lance if he's in range. Yeah. Are we within 30 of your stock?
I'm gonna say yes. Go for it. He did. Off goes the shield.
We'll go with him, I guess.
Yep, this is the tyrant.
He's a dominator, technically.
Dominator. Sorry, we kept calling him.
Okay, they're like, I get them mixed up all the time, right? Because they are basically the same.
He's got mega batteries.
He's got 10 battery at 45.
Oh, you want trying to get shields down? This is the guy to do it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna throw at the battleship.
Okay, the desolator.
Yep.
See if you're the whole stick is 45.
I'm trying to think if I want to do him first or him first. Doesn't matter.
You want my shields
matter.
down. Yeah, you want my shields down.
I'm trying to over maximize.
Sure.
That's fine. We're good. Are we within 30?
No.
No, okay.
So you're gonna be one bad shift.
Range, and
we'll beam with a bad shift.
Ooh, that sucks. So we only get 2 shots.
On 5s though, because I got no prow armor. Or no, even I'm on the side anyway. You got him.
Dang.
Down goes shield. So shield down.
And moving on to the battleship, he has a 60 battery on his dorsal. See if we can get that off before we go lances. Oh yeah, we got that.
Yep.
So that's
2 bad shifts though, because you're through blasts and through range. Die on a 5, but you're locked on.
I am locked on. It's a hit.
The shield, and it's lance o'clock.
Lances, baby. 6 shots.
Yep, 6 shots on 4s, re-rolling. Not bad. Half, and then re-rolling. That was the odds. 5. All right,
hits.
so 3 go through. So 3. I'm not quite crippled. I'm 1 away, but see if you get a critical hit. No.
A fire would have been fantastic.
Boom. A fire, or even just something that does +1 damage, like my thrusters.
I think. Oh yeah, that's the thing. The fire was.
Dropping over can over here. All right.
Are we within one of the good ranges for it?
So you're over 45 within 60. So then that's going to be the 3d6.
3 dice, Mr. Scatter. Get him.
Yes. So we're on target. D6. If you roll 6, you cripple me.
5.
5, not quite crippled. So you get to roll 3 critical hits. You got it.
One.
Oh, see what you get. Could you cripple me?
What are we gonna get?
4. It's my port ornaments, my left side.
Hey, that's half your ordnance out.
That is.
I'll take that.
Left side down. Saved by Novacans. Let's see that. And got the right side. Yeah, got the correct side too. Ordnance phase, yep.
Nothing there. We are probably going to launch these torpedoes though.
So 30.
These dudes.
So they'll die going through the things.
We're going to hug the... Oh, we might actually hit you. We are going to hit you. So direct torpedo hit on this dude.
Okay, so I get 3 batteries because they share.
Ideal.
3 batteries.
Fishing.
Nothing.
Oh, sweet.
And then 6 attacks against that one guy.
That's pretty good. Smoke him.
2. Yeah, so he's gone.
Yeah, that's down to 4.
And then roll for them again because they're going to hit that blast marker now.
Yeah, true.
Because they went a little bit over me and they end on it on a 6. Another 5. Getting revenge. Getting hungry.
We got to do end phase. Let's see, we fix our engines.
Yeah. So you get, what is it, 11?
12. He's undamaged.
Oh, he's undamaged. That's right, yeah.
Yeah, we got it. We're back.
So the engines are fine.
And, oh, this dude. 3 for him to fix his torpedoes. Nope.
All right, so both the Desolator and the Sticks are 1 away from crippled. So top of my 3, and things are getting sporty. I had a really good turn, but then stuff went wild. So let's start with simple things, simple pleasures for simple people. And it's going to be these jabronis, and they're going to reload. They sure do. They're going to move behind you, and they're going to pivot. Because why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You need to remove D6 blast markers. We forgot to.
That's true.
You did. And I need to roll repair for this guy on 5 dice. And my batteries are back. Okay, dokay. So they've reloaded and moved onto this guy. These go away. I'm going to lock on again with this slaughter. I sure do. He's going to move 20. Pushing through that blast marker. I'm going to lock on with this guy. He sure doesn't, so he's just going to move forward.
That's the end of your orders then, too.
It is, pushing through.
Excellent. Oh, I don't know if you really need that anymore.
I don't.
I mean, it's always good to have lock-ons.
I like to have lock-ons, yeah. I like locking on. We're going to move 10. We're going to pivot. We're going to move 15. And we're going to pivot.
Unless you make come to new heading order.
Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. And don't get 2 turns. That's fine. We're going to go, you know what then? We're just going to go back to here. Yeah, and just follow him. That's fine. We're going to go with this jabroni. And he's just going to go through and hopefully not hit some asteroids. Because that's what we do. We're going to go 15.
Our Eldar player crashed into asteroids.
Did he?
White Stalker twice and killed him.
I passed on a 7. And then I'm going to put my 45. I'm going to move. I'm going to turn 90. And just stay where I am with this guy. And I'm just going to go 10. And 10. And be past this. Sticks is going to move 10. And he's going to disengage. Let's move 10. And say bye. Plus 5. Yeah, I'm good. I'm 290 points. I'm not doing this.
That's so many points. That's so expensive.
Yeah, he's 10 points less than the battleship.
I mean, he's 285. Or no, mine was 285. So.
That's fair. All right, let's shoot some guns. We're gonna start with. I'm thinking this Carnage or Slaughter. Sorry, we're bracing over here. You did. And I'm shooting 16 firepower within 30 at a capital ship closing. That is
an easy target.
For 11 dice. I'm not within 15, so I don't get the positive shift. 11 dice locked on 6s. Rerolling everything. I just want these shields down. How about 3? So that's the both. Actually, I only have 1 shield, so that's 2 through.
Yeah. So
2 criticals. I got 2 criticals.
I got braces.
Oh, you got braces. That's right. Yep. You braced 1. So critical. I got 1 critical hit, and it's going to be a 7, which is a fire. You have 2 hits left, and you're on fire. Well, let's just do 16. Do I want to do 16 more? No. I'm going to do my 16 from him into this guy.
Okay. I guess we'll brace it up some more.
You're closing, so she might not be closing. No, you are closing.
That's a pass.
So this will be 11 dice again. Exact same thing on 6s. I did not lock on this time, so 1 shield goes down. The Sticks, who's got, I believe, 10 front weapon batteries. Yep. And they're going to be 6 firepower, closing, and I'm within 15, it looks like. Yep. Yeah, within 15 for sure. 6 capital ship closing, within 15 is going to be 5 dice. Not locked on, though, so I'm fishing for 6s again. I got 2, so the last shield goes down, and then you make a brace. Crit. It is not. He's got 2 dorsal lances. They're also going to fire on 4s. Not locked on. Nothing. And then it's... do I do him yet? No. We'll do the little guys first. 4 into a capital ship closing. Are we in 30? Thinking yes. Yep. It's in the far one. But through blasts. So 1 bad shift. So that's going to be 4 capital ship closing down to 2. Looking for 6s to go through that front prow armor. Nope. 2 lances on 4s. I got 1. It's on the brace.
Get it.
No, and it's not a crit. Well, It's just the Desolator and the Idolators left, and I think we do the Desolator. All right, so it's 6 weapon batteries first, into a capital ship closing is 4, over 30 is 3, through blast markers is 2. So just 2 dice on 6s. Got 1 through, braced. Nope, and not a crit, so you got 1 left. And then finally his 6 lances. I'm not an apocalypse. I'm not an apocalypse on 4s. 3 through, 3 braces. Do it. Stay the course.
Come on, buddy.
Stay the course.
Oh, he's gone.
So he's +1 overkill. So +1 to the catastrophic damage table, and that's going to be an 8, which is a blazing Hulk. Fire drifting forward every turn.
That makes sense.
Last but not least, we shoot you in the bum. So 6 capital ship moving away. Within 15, so capital ship moving away is going to be 4. So 3 goes up to 4. Hitting on 5s because the rear armor. Nothing. And then we drop 6 torpedoes.
Torpedoes.
What's up, y'all? Ordnance phase. Roll another 6 to see if this goes away. And then it doesn't, but it moves here and then it turns towards the planet.
Sucked into gravity.
This one lands, and you get your 2 torpedo turrets.
1.
So 5 attacks and a rear armor on 5s. Torpedoes away! 1. Is it a crit? No. And that is then done. That's looking like my 3. Top of 4, sir.
Okay. Well, that was...
Are we ready? Are we going or staying?
We'll stick around
sorry,
a little longer.
he drifts, I think, now.
Yeah, he drifts
doesn't he?
46 centimeters.
Yeah, he drifts first. And he leaves a trail of blast markers. So he's going to go 20, 19?
Full speed, basically.
And then leaves a blast marker behind him. I remove blasts as well. I removed 1. Dominator making a move. So he's going 10. He's -5 because of the blasts.
We're going to try and get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so you're +3, +4, +5.
And what, -1 probably for you.
-1 from my capital ship, yep.
+4 on whatever I got.
Good.
That's good.
Off he goes, disengages. So +3 for the Celestial Phenomenon, and then +2 for the 2 blast markers.
On.
Locking on the Apocalypse.
Do it.
Sure does.
Locking on. And this dude, he's going to move his 10 forward to there, and then crank it over to here.
That's a 90. Yeah, there you go. Guy's dead, yep. So Apocalypse and the Gothic get to fire this turn. He didn't move 10 yet.
Towards this planet, like so, which is... I get my free turn still.
There's no free turn because you have to turn towards the center of the planet. You're
already
facing
centered
it. Yeah, you're already facing it. You're driving towards it.
This McJerkington.
So batteries in the big boy.
End range, but over the good range.
Yep,
so we are
1 shift.
a beam,
Yep,
capital ship
beam with a bad shift.
with a 6 to the right. It's only 1 dice.
1 die on a 5.
Not ideal.
Hit them. All right, so 1 shield of 4 is down. 1 more hit and I'm crippled. 6 lances. Do it.
Well, it's a good thing we locked on.
2 so far. 4 gets through. And I am now crippled.
Sweet.
So roll to see if it's crit.
Bulkhead collapse. Come on, baby. Nope.
So who's shooting me?
This guy.
Gonna shoot them? With your, was it 2 lances?
4 lances total.
You're not locked on. No, I'll just take it. See what you get.
Nothing.
Lucky as can be. Anything to repair?
I gotta try and fix my broken engine.
Yep, because you boosted your lances again.
Yep. And did he have something broken with him? No, he just took damage. I think that's it, because we don't got any other ordnance anymore. And I'm not firing those torpedoes into the middle of nowhere.
That makes sense.
So yeah, that's it.
All right. Well then, I don't have anything to repair. The Desolator doesn't feel very good. So it's bottom of 4 right now. Oh, sorry, D6 blast markers come off for you. 6.
Let's get you and you out of here.
Sure.
I think they can all leave.
Well, time to do my thing. I'm going to start with this little jamma, and he's going to lock on, because it's what he does. He's going to fail, because I think he's not a 9. This is 7.
8. You'd be good if you were a 9 because I have this.
That's true. You're also on special
But
orders, but
it's
I'm
not
not.
enough.
No, not enough. So he's going to go to here, and then he's
No
going to pivot.
special orders this turn.
Nope, no more special orders. Keeps drifting, and then I'm going to go another 15. Like that. You're fighting over again at them?
Yeah.
Are you inside 45?
Under 30 is my minimum range, and I can do it.
Go for it, yeah.
So we'll center it over the middle guy.
Go for it, see what happens.
2 dice scatter.
So 5,
6. So this way.
So you end off the base.
So they're going to take templates.
Yeah, so they have their shields down. So just put some blasts on these guys, which will be relevant later on. The Styx is going to go. He's going to, I can't do my special. I can't actually reload. He's the one that's still not reloaded because the one that disengaged was the one that reloaded. So he's going to go his 15. He's going to pivot. And he's going to go 10 more. Like this. Desolator's going to see if his leadership 9 is good enough to enter this horrifying death machine place, and he's just going to stop there. And then the Slaughter's going to do much the same thing. He's going to go 10. He's going to pivot his 45, and he's going to go 15 at the other side. But let's see if he takes some damage. He doesn't. Last but not least, the Idolators. They're going to pivot and go there 30. Get in range of this guy. And we have crossed your T. These jabronis can't reload, so they're just going to go 30 to the other side of this.
Why can't they? Oh, yeah, because
I failed my first test, yeah. But let's see what we can do to this battleship. Yeah. So we're going to start with this rear Slaughter. Everything's in 45, so that means everything's in range. So that's 16 dice. Over 45, however, into a capital ship moving probably a beam. Yeah, because I think a couple of these guys are in behind you, but he's going to be a beam. So capital ship a beam, 16. Goes to 8, goes to 5. 5 on 5s. Let's drop these shields. He's got 4, doesn't he?
Yeah.
All right. 5s. I get 3 of them. Start.
From this guy?
From this guy back here.
Oh, shit. That's not ideal.
No. Now his friend does the same thing. We got a bad shift. He's not within 15, so he's going to have to eat the bad shift from those blast markers, but I'll take it because I still have 16 dice. Yep, 16 dice. So the exact same thing, 5 dice on 5s. Oof. Nope. Oh, okay. Then this jabroni, he's got, I believe, 6 front batteries.
Oh, yeah, he's
front,
got
left,
front
right.
battery too. That's nice.
Yeah, front, left, right. I'm just gonna get that last shield down. So front light 6 is gonna go, and this is moving away now. So 6 is gonna go to 3, and then it's gonna go to 2 because you're through blast markers. So on 5s again. I got that last shield. Now his dorsal lances fire. Would you like to brace?
I can't. I'm already on.
Oh, you are? That's right. No, you can always brace. You just stay on. Oh. You can always brace, but it replaces your order for next turn.
Who else is left to shoot at me? Can he shoot while he's in the field?
This guy can shoot, and these idolators can shoot their lances. He can't shoot. He has enough line of fire. Nobody can see him, and he can't see anybody. I got 4 lances to fire right now.
I'll eat them.
Okay. So dorsal lances on 4s. Nope. And then the idolators, same thing. 1. Is it a crit? No. And then they've also got their batteries. 4 batteries is going to be the same thing. It's going down to 1. Nope, because you're a 5+ to the rear. All right, well, we
making the
all that for a drop of blood. Drop of 5, sir.
Okay. Well, I won't be able to lock on again. That sucks. Ability to fight still after the move. So he's going to pop over this moon.
If you go to the other side, I can't see you base to base.
45 like that.
Remember, it's pin to pin for line of sight, so you can't see anybody right now. Okay.
Well, I can see maybe that dude.
I'm trying to disengage.
We're going to probably move the other 5 anyways.
Sure.
So that we can see if we need to. And yeah, we'll try it. I mean, we're leadership 9 with a reroll.
Plus 3.
Basically, we can't.
You're good. 12.
Okay.
You can't fail. So he's gone. It's like, I didn't like what you just did, and now you're too close to being behind me.
That's enough of that.
Just want to move him over to the special phenomenon.
Yeah, we're going to go 10 forward.
Remember, my ships are -1 each, but then you're +3 for the asteroid field.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to disengage with him yet, actually.
Try and kill them?
Yeah, I'm just going to try and finish this.
The thing is, escorts are good victory points because you can't disengage them really, right? Yeah. So, like, every time you kill one, you get one. I'm going to brace this time.
And you're so far away that, like, I'll have time.
That's fair. I'm bracing this time. So, do I brace? I do.
I got 3 hits.
There we go. So the first one, shield. Second one, brace. Nope. And then third one's a shield. A shield, dead, and a shield. So 3 come up. I didn't do mine last turn either, didn't I? 4. So let's just do, I don't know, let's say these 4. I'm going to put 1 back over here, or 2 back over here. I'm going to move these because he might blow up if he goes through that and kill my Tesslator. I have to move him, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. But because those would have been...
Yeah, we drifted in first.
Did you this turn? I don't think you did. Because he was drifting last turn when I was firing, so he should drift again.
Oh my god, yeah, you're
46.
Right.
Yeah. I had to remove those during my turn, though, because I don't want him to try and blow up. So he's going what?
16.
16? So like to there. And then we place 1 behind him. Yeah, because if he hits it and rolls a 6, he could detonate. Yeah. And then like his warp core can go. All right, well, there's not much else we can do here. So we are going to, I think we'll move the battleship. He moves, so he makes his leadership test for getting past that, and then we're gonna try and disengage him. We do, so he takes off. And we've secured this Hulk. So these jabronis, they're just gonna continue to do that. They're gonna pivot their 90. And then just run. Be like, bye. We move faster than your lances shoot. We move faster than the speed of your light. I'm gonna reload it too. I'm gonna try to reload it. I do because you're on special orders? Because you braced? No, that was last turn. So yeah, you wouldn't be on special orders anymore. So I don't and I fail. And I was touching blast markers. All right. These guys are just gonna mill about. So pivot, move, move, pivot, move, pivot. Get behind you. He'll move. He'll come to, I can't come to heading. Never mind. I go 10, pivot, and then 15. Not this turn, nope.
Sweet. Okay. Just my dude is just going to...
And then make the roll.
Get F out of here.
Bye. All right, so we've driven you from the sector and we've secured your Hulk. So end of the game, managing to take home the Desolator crippled for 75 points. The Imperials got it disengaged to get 25% of its point value. The Sticks disengaged for 10% was 29. And the Escorts, there was a 40 point and a 45.1 killed. So it's another 85. So 189 points in the Imperial bucket when it was all done. Chaos managed to kill the Gothic. And that really is the turning point in a game, is that if you can totally sink a ship and then hold the table at the end of the game, you're getting its value completely plus 50% for having its Hulk. So that was 270 points just straight up, which took me ahead in the race. And the change of I killed the Escorts for 175. And then the like 25s and 10% for the Gothic, Apocalypse Tyrant, and the crippled Mars that left took me to 589 when it was all said and done. So drove you off, but that is kind of the what makes this game kind of a classic sci-fi interpretation of naval combat is you don't want to fight to the death. You want to kill someone as bad as you can, like really hurt them, and then disengage. And then you keep coming back and doing that over and over. And you do these kind of wolf pack hit and run tactics where you try and take somebody out and they become more crippled as you fight through.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't thinking when I set my fleet up. That was very much we're just going to go all over the place setup. We should have, with Imperiums, you want to pick a corner. Yeah, and keep everyone together and move across as a big fist.
That's it, as a big fist, and you cripple them as you move with your big, huge Nova cannons.
Pick a couple things that you pick on with the Nova cannons, and then finish them off when you get close enough.
And Chaos's advantage is they're super fast, super maneuverable, and they have good standoff, medium range guns, right? So they have these batteries that can strip shields, they can do damage on the way in, and then once they're in behind you, they're so maneuverable that it's hard to shake them. Done. Yeah, and that's when you start disengaging and being like, nope. Excuse me. They're too close. There's too many of them, and we don't like that their guns are better than ours at this range. So yeah, a great way to come back and play Gothic. I love playing with the 2 classic fleets out of the box. And thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
So let us know what else you want to see on the Throwback Thursday channel. We'll be recording all kinds of science fiction content. Obviously, Games Workshop's catalog of out-of-production games is huge, but there's other games that we play too. Jordan and I have both played early versions of War Machine. You love War Machine Mark III. He wants to play Mark III really bad. He's been painting Mark III. So we do some more of that. And let us know what you think. So big thanks for watching. We'll see you for more Throwback Thursdays. Fun of Bash.